Hi. Hi. It's Wednesday, April 8th, and I am Sarah, your friendly neighborhood prevention specialist. Today, we're going to talk about self esteem, and this class is for grades 6th through 8th. If you are an educator or a parent and you think that this would benefit a kiddo a little bit younger or a little bit older, that's okay. You can show this to them as well. Okay, so self esteem. What exactly is self esteem? Okay, so the definition of self esteem is how I feel about myself, how we feel about ourselves, how we view ourselves, not how other people view us, not how we want to be viewed, but how we view ourselves. And it's important to have healthy self esteem, not just because you deserve it, because you do, you totally deserve to have healthy self esteem, but because this helps us make better decisions. It helps us to take care of ourselves better. So let's think about self esteem like water in a bucket. So you have this bucket of self-esteem. When you're born, it is full. It's full. There's nothing wrong with your bucket. There's no flaws. You're ready to take on the world. You're ready to learn how to walk and be potty trained and all the things that babies do. Okay. So as you get a little bit older and as you start school and things like that, there are things that can poke holes in our buckets. Some of those things are neglect, abuse, sexual abuse, bullying. There's all kinds of the things that we say to each other or to ourselves in our head. The things that other people say to us, maybe people who don't have nice things to say, especially when they're people that are close to you that you care about. That's hard. That can poke holes in your bucket. And then what happens is all of your self-esteem starts to pour out and you're left with an empty bucket. So we've talked about it before. You can't give unless you take care of yourself. So you can't pour from an empty bucket. And it's important that you patch up those holes in your self-esteem so that your bucket is full, because there are going to be lots and lots of challenges in life that you need to be able to face with humor and grace, and to be able to give yourself that grace. Now is one of those times in life. Things are very, very different for people. I'm here in Washington State, and we learned yesterday or the day before that school won't open again until fall. And that's really hard for some people. For some kids, they're really excited, but for some kids, it's really hard. It's a really hard thing. And it was a very, very tough decision, I'm sure, to make. I know that teachers are having a tough time with it too, and parents. So right now, things are very different in our lives, and we need to give ourselves grace. We need to give ourselves permission to maybe not do all the things that we thought we should be doing, or if we're not doing certain things very well because they're new, that's okay. That's okay. I'm still learning how to make these videos. I had some technical difficulties, and today I was a little bit late. And that's what I'm talking about by giving yourself grace. And when you do that, you can help plug up those holes in your self-esteem. Another great way to do this is think about someone that you really care about, your best friend or your cousin or your mom or dad. When they are really down, what sorts of things do you say to them? So think about your best friend when they're like, I'm so dumb. What do you say to them? Do you say, no, you're not. You're awesome. You're amazing. Look at all the things you can do. Say that to you. Be your own best friend. It might sound silly, but it's not. Be your own best friend. Take care of you. So let's think about things you're like, oh, I'm not very good at things. Okay, so how many of you play a musical instrument? How good were you when you first started playing that musical instrument? Probably not very good because you were pretty new. But how good are you now? Probably a whole lot better. and you're getting better still, and you will continue to get better still. It's like that with anything. When you first start something, you're usually not very good at it. And as you go and as you practice, you get better. So those are ways to patch up your self-esteem, is that self-talk has to be one that is positive. So when you feel yourself getting into that self-talk, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm fat, I'm ugly, whatever the awful things are that you say to yourself or that you think to yourself, I want you to think about what you would say to your best friend. And then I want you to say those things to yourself. So on Google Classroom, there are 3 sheets of paper that you can print off and fill out. Well, 2 you can fill out and 1 that's just for you. If you can't print those off, it's totally okay. You can write it down on a blank piece of paper. So the first thing I want you to do is self-esteem personal inventory. And I'm going to go through these. And I want you, if you can't print them off on Google Classroom, I want you to just write it down on a piece of paper. So this is your self-esteem personal inventory. And if at any point you need to come back and watch this video again and pause it, that's totally fine. Okay, so number 1, I like. It can be anything. I do not like. I am good at. I am not good at. I am good at this subject, but I do not like it. I am not good at this subject, but I like it. You don't have to be good at everything to like doing it. I love to sing. Oh, I'm a bad singer. It's not good, but I do it anyway because I don't have to be good at it to love it. Okay, activities. I like, and name an activity that you like. I do not like. I am not good at. I am good at this activity, but I do not like it. I am not good at this activity, but I like it. I prefer being involved in individual activities or group activities. So choose one or both. If you like both, you can choose both. There are no right or wrong answers. So for activities, things like I am good at this activity, but I don't like it. I'm good at mowing the lawn. I really don't like it. I'm very glad that somebody else does it. Okay, relationships with friends and adults. So the statements that apply to you: I am generally well liked. I am generally not well liked. I have a group of friends. I have 1 or 2 friends. I am a leader. I am a follower. I prefer people who like the same things I like. I prefer people who like different things than I like. I have the support of significant adults in my life. I have the support of a group of peers. So the things that apply to you, if you can print the sheet off, just make a check on them. If you can't, then just write them down. Food preferences. This is fun. I like to eat. I do not like to eat. I do or do not, check 1, eat a balanced diet. So do you or don't you eat a balanced diet? Relaxing. I relax by, I like relaxing alone or with other people, check 1, or both if you like both. After this activity, I always feel calm and peaceful. Okay, so that is your self-esteem personal inventory. And after you fill that out, I want you to look at that and ask yourself, does this look like someone on this piece of paper who has healthy self-esteem or low self-esteem? And if you come to the conclusion, it looks like I have low self-esteem, ask yourself why. Why do you have low self-esteem? Do you deserve to? No. Here's some other tips or another tip at least, for shoring up your self-esteem. Give yourself a win board. So, or a journal, whatever it is. But I would really like it if it was like a board or something that you can post up in your room. So it can be a piece of poster board with different, you can write different things on it, or you can put papers on it. But I want you to write your wins. So, for example, we'll go back to playing an instrument. Say you play the clarinet. I am better at playing the clarinet than I ever have been. Write that down. That's a win. If you did your chores today, I did all my chores today without being asked. That's a win. I came in third at my last track meet. That's a win. So I want you to write down your wins, and I want you to keep them up in your room somewhere where you can see them. I want you to add to them. Another great tip, affirmations. I love affirmations. So what these are things that you say to yourself that are positive about you. So we have this amazing advocate. Her name is Andrea, and she's very tiny. She's very, very wee. And she's an amazing advocate. She's really fantastic at her job. All the people I work with are really fantastic at their jobs. Her affirmation is, I'm tiny, but I know my stuff. Or I'm little, but I know my stuff. So when she has something big to do, like if she has to go to court with a client and she's nervous, or she has to go to the doctor with a client and she's nervous, she'll say, I'm little, but I know my stuff. I'm little, but I know my stuff. I'm little, but I know my stuff. And she'll say it a few times to herself, and then she goes in and she does the thing that she needs to do. This is a really fantastic affirmation. And your affirmation can be anything. It can be, I'm funny and I enjoy making people laugh. It can be, I'm smart. It can just be a couple words. I'm smart. I'm capable, and I can do anything I set my mind to. Even if you're not perfect at it, it doesn't matter. You can still do it. You don't have to be perfect at something to do it and to like it. Okay, so the second thing is this sheet called What Real Self-Esteem Looks Like. Mine came out a little grayer than I'd hoped, but that's my printer. So I'm going to read it to you. If you can't print it off, that's okay. You can just listen. I'd love for you to write it down on a blank piece of paper. What real self-esteem looks like. So in the middle, right here, it says, I can't imagine anything better than being me. There's only one you, just one you. I'm flexible in responding to uncertain situations because I trust myself to respond well and succeed. What I do reflects what I say and what I believe in. I'm comfortable being calmly assertive and sticking up for myself. Healthy boundaries are always good. Always good. And that's another great sign of healthy self-esteem, is that you're able to set healthy boundaries for yourself, how you want to be treated, how you want to be spoken to. For me, being alive is a fun adventure, and I'm open to new experiences and possibilities and the unknown. I speak honestly and openly about my accomplishments and my faults because facts don't bother me. I am open to criticism, and I'm comfortable acknowledging my mistakes. So when we talk about criticism, I don't mean like mean comments people make to you, but when somebody like your coach says, I noticed that you're doing, you're not extending enough in long jump. I'm not a long jumper, so if that's not a good analogy, I apologize. But I want you to do it this way. So that's what we mean by criticism, is healthy criticism, where somebody is helping you be better about something. And sometimes it's hard to hear. But if you can take criticism and learn something from it and make yourself better for it, awesome. Okay. I am comfortable giving and receiving compliments. That's a really hard one for some people. I am great at giving compliments. It's hard for me to take them sometimes. When I do this class in classrooms, I ask the students to look at someone and they're sitting near them and give them a genuine compliment. And then I tell the other person, just say thank you. That's all. Just say thank you. So the next time someone compliments you, actually, until we meet next week, I'd love for you to take the whole week, and anytime somebody says something nice to you, just say Thank you. Thank you. Or I appreciate that. Take the compliment. It might feel a little weird at first, but I'd love to hear how it goes. Okay, where am I? I am not overwhelmed when I get anxious because I know I can handle anything. If you feel that you can handle whatever comes at you, even if it's scary, even if it's big, that's awesome. And you can handle it. You've handled it so far, and nothing is forever. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve love and affection. You yourself, you, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. You guys deserve that. You deserve it. And there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't have it. Okay, there's another sheet on here. It's just titled Self-Esteem. Again, if you cannot print it, that's A-okay. I'm going to read these things to you, and you can fill it in. Excuse me. No, I don't have COVID-19. I have seasonal allergies. You can fill it in on a blank piece of paper. So, answer these questions. My best friend is, and then fill it in. Sometimes I wish I could, excuse me. The thing I fear most is, today I would like to, I really enjoy, I feel my future is, I gain strength from, I would never, I was really happy when, I love when, excuse me, I struggle when, I believe that, I get angry when, today I fear that, today is going to be, I hope that, I thrive when, thrive meaning you do really well. So some people say, like, when I have the support of my family, I'm thriving. I'm able to do a lot of things and I'm feeling good. Excuse me. Woo. Today I would like to, golly, excuse me. Woo. I secretly enjoy, I don't like to admit, today I believed that. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I would love for you to fill that out. I would love to hear your answers. And I want you to look at that, and I would love for you to fill it out in, say, like 3 months, 6 months. Whew, excuse me, starting to see stars. Okay, so remember to write your wins board, and I want you to come up with an affirmation. So this bottom part is blank. If you're writing it down on a blank piece of paper, at the bottom, excuse me. Oh, I should have brought a glass of water in here with me. Okay, so if you're writing it down on a blank piece of paper, I want you to write an affirmation at the bottom. And then I want you to put your affirmation up either on your bathroom mirror or somewhere in your room, wherever it is that you are. Put it somewhere where you're going to see it every day. And I want you to say those affirmations to yourself, especially when you're getting ready to do something that feels big or intimidating, or if you're in a situation where you are feeling anxious, scared, lonely. Come up with an affirmation for yourself. And remember, it can be anything about you, because you deserve to have healthy self-esteem. You deserve to set healthy boundaries. You deserve to be able to take criticism as well as compliments. You deserve all of those things. I would love to hear your comments down below in the comment section under this video. You can also leave them on Google Classroom. I would love to know how you filled these out, and I would love to hear your affirmations. please feel free to post those affirmations in the comments below. And remember to subscribe to Beyond Survival's channel so that you can, every Wednesday is for 6th to 8th grade. And so that you can get classes and any other zany stuff that we come up with to post on YouTube. All right. I think that's it for today. We've talked about self-esteem, tips to patch up those holes so that your bucket stays full, because you deserve that. You deserve that. Okay. I want you to have a great day. I want you to take compliments for the rest of the week, and I want you to write an affirmation for yourself. If you only do 2 things, write an affirmation for yourself and put it somewhere where you'll see it every day. Excuse me. Okay. Wow, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so write an affirmation for yourself. I want you to do that. And the other thing was take compliments. So when somebody says nice things to you, say thank you, say I appreciate that, whatever it is, just take the compliment. I'd love to hear how it goes. And I hope you really have a wonderful, super duper week. Remember, be kind and wash your hands. Bye-bye.